Hey everybody, this is Dave, and today I'm going to show you how to connect your iPhone 6 Plus to your handlebars, whether it's a bicycle or a motorcycle, like in my case. Now, last year I reviewed this product. This is the Bike Console Power Plus, and what this is for your iPhone 5, and it's pretty much the same thing, but it was for the iPhone 5, and it had a battery pack that you attached as well. They also sell it without the battery pack, but you can see that video in the description. It would be the Bike Console for iPhone 5. Now, I brought it along because I wanted to show you some of the changes they made with the iPhone 6 Plus model. And we're going to take a look at that now, okay? So here we have the box. I'll just put this aside a second. We have the box here, and it says for the iPhone 6 Plus. It allows you to keep your phone waterproof, so if it's raining out when you're on your bike or it's muddy, you won't get it all dirty and messed up. You also can use the fingerprint scanner, and it has a locking mechanism so that it double locks onto your handlebars, so when you're bouncing around or whatever, it won't fall off. This is the only product I found that is very it keeps the phone right where it is. You won't be afraid of losing it when you're on the highway and you hit a bump. It's not going to pop off. It also rotates in 360 degrees, and there's the glass that has on front. You'll be able to move along nicely. You can power this now with your original lightning cable. Before, if you wanted to power it and you didn't have the Power Plus, you couldn't do that. You had to connect it to the battery pack that was here to get power to your phone, because you go on long trips, you want to be able to have power on your iPhone for a long time. So here we'll give you a lightning cable connection that you can connect in, and if you have something on your handlebars where you can connect and get power to your phone, you can do that. This also camera ready, so that if you wanted to do some selfies or even film what's in front of you when it's mounted to your handlebars, you can do that. It also has the headphone accessibility. This is something that's new. Here you were plugging in a short wire right into your iPhone 5, but with this one there's a wire that comes out of the back of the case. But we're going to show you all that when we unbox this. So where I got these, I got this original one from TigraSport. That's a TigraSport right there, and I got that original one from TigraSport. It was actually the website called ibikeconsole.com. It's the same thing as TigraSport.com. So I bought that. They were very good there. I had a problem where I needed the wire to connect in, because you can't put your headphone wires into the iPhone 5 version. You needed some sort of extension cable, but I got in touch with them, and they were real good about sending me out that connection for free. Very good, very great customer service. This one here on the iPhone 6 Plus, you could buy it from the same place that I bought the original one, but I actually bought this one from Amazon, from bike2power.com. That's the Amazon store that I bought it from. So this is a great thing. I have the iPhone 6 Plus. I upgraded obviously from the iPhone 5. So let's take a look at this now, and I'll show you some of the changes they made and how this thing works. So if you open up this, they're going to give you your instructions on here on exactly how to do it, how to hook it up, how to put it on your handlebars, how to put the phone in the case. So here you see the Bike Console, and we're going to pull it out now, and I'm going to show you some things here. Now, I originally took this out already and had it mounted on my bike, took it on trips. Everything works beautiful. So let's put the case itself to the side for a second, and I'm going to show you the mounting hardware. Okay, so this is the mounting hardware right here. Obviously, you can look at my previous video and see how I mounted it to my bike, and I'll show you some of that when we do it on this version here. So basically, you don't need any tools. It comes with an Allen key, and you pretty much put it in here and you start twisting. And you could see that this is going to be some super security. You're not going to worry about having this thing fall off your bike. And it has these little clips here that you screw in, and it also has a security screw so that you could screw that into the case itself in the back, right into that screw hole there, and this thing is not going anywhere, but you'll be able to still rotate your device and everything, and I'll show you that in a second. So you use this tool, you put it onto your handlebars, and then you got the case here, and on the case on the back you just pretty much put it in like this and you lift up forward. Then you have this little security screw that you tighten up, and it screws right into the back of the case, so you are not going anywhere, Mr. iPhone. You're going to stay on the bike, and we're not going to worry about anything falling off. Other cases that I saw, you have to worry about it falling off. It's not waterproof and all that other stuff. So you get that on, you screw in the screw, and you're fine. So now when you unlatch it, you just lift up here and you pop this thing right out. You pop the phone right off. Okay, now this wire here, this is for the audio jack. If you have headphones that you want to connect to it, you have to do it this way. But there are other options. You can go out and get something like this, where you don't have to use this wire, and you can connect Bluetooth to whatever speakers you have on your bike, say for instance. So I have speakers that has a 3.5 millimeter jack. It doesn't have Bluetooth. The speakers are not Bluetooth. So I connect this, and it has a transmit and receive, and you'll be able to turn those speakers into Bluetooth. I'm going to make a video about this right after so you could see. Or you could just use the wire that came with it and pop that onto the speakers on your motorcycle or whatever. So let me show you how it works inside. Now this rubber piece here is just for wrapping around the handlebars, and then this goes around in here. Now that comes with these two little things here, and what they are is they're a way to seal off or open up your headphone jack and your lightning connection. Let me show you now. If you wanted to not use the wire that you have here, you can replace this little grommet right inside there, so it doesn't have the hole in it, and it becomes waterproof. And that's what that's for, and I'll show you that later. And then at the bottom here, in the iPhone 5 version, you had to connect a power pack to it and then connect it to the handlebar mount. But with this, you don't have to do that. You just pull this away here, and it's waterproof when it's closed, and then you insert this into here so that you have a way to put it into your bike when it's open, and it'll keep it sort of waterproof. But you really don't need to use this. You basically just pop this open, put your lightning connector right inside here and into the phone, and you're powering your bike. You're powering it from the bike if you have one of those bike chargers on your bike. So you can use your original lightning cable now, so there's no need for a battery pack. They don't make a battery pack for this like they did for the iPhone 5, and you'll see that in that video. So let's open it up, and I'll show you how to put the phone in and how it all works. Okay, so mount this to your handlebars the way it tells you in the instructions. So you open up this from the bottom here, you open that and you pop it open, and it's got, you know, couple other latches that you open up like that, and then it hinges off, and actually the cover comes completely off. It's got a little seal that you can peel off here, try to keep your fingerprints off it. Now what's great is they have that so you can use Siri and you can unlock your phone with your fingerprint. They didn't have that on the previous model. So here is the case itself. It's got a rubber insert right in there, and this is what I'm talking about with the headphone jack. So if you slide this a little bit through like that, you could take your iPhone, and we're going to take this out of the case right now. Alright, so now we take our iPhone out of the case that you carry around with you, and you just throw it right into here, and if it's molded so it fits perfectly. Then you just take this cable here and you plug it right into here. Now like I said, you could use Bluetooth because the iPhone has Bluetooth, and we're going to use that extra piece to do Bluetooth, and I'll show you that when we install it. Then you just place it pretty much right in here. You have to tuck away the wires a little bit. It's a little cumbersome, but once you get it in there, you're golden. See, it didn't take much to put it in there. So we have it in there now, and now we can, what we're going to do is we're going to unlock my phone. and we're going to go into settings, and we're going to turn auto brightness off. Here we have display and brightness, and we're going to make sure that auto brightness is off. And the reason why is because the sensors on the phone, when you cover it with the case, you don't really have to do this, but I do it so that it stays bright as you make it as bright as you can. So we did that. Now we're going to put this cover back on, and it just goes right into here like this. And it closes down just like that, and you latch it, and latch that, latch the top, and close up the bottom if you like, and latch that. So now your phone is completely encased. It is easier to read than it was for the iPhone 5 for some reason. Maybe the display is brighter. It's hard to see on the camera exactly what I see, but I definitely see my screen in there nicely. The Touch ID works great. The buttons on the side, the sleep button works just fine, and you can use the Touch ID and it will work because this allows you to work, and it has great motion fluid. And then also you can use your volume controls there. So if you wanted to charge your phone, you can do that. You just pop this open up the little grommet, and then basically take your iPhone wire, and I'll show it to you, and you slide it right into the hole there and line it up with your iPhone and pop it in, and then you'll be charging. And what's good is you could just run that wire to some auxiliary power, cigarette lighter on your motorcycle or whatever if you have one. So that's nice. And pretty much the changes they made is with this here, and they also made changes to the way the lock works. There's a spring inside here. You could see it right there. There's a spring. What's good about that is on the old version, let me show you. On the old version, they didn't have that spring in there. Okay, you could see here they didn't have that spring. But what's nice about the spring is when you have it mounted on, I'll show you, and you screw it in place here. With the old iPhone 1, when you had this on and you were reaching down to unlock it, and you turn the screw here, you had to kind of pull as you were unscrewing it. But with this one, you just unscrew it, and being that the spring is there, it will just pop up itself. This way, when you go to unlatch it, you won't have to hold this at the same time to try to get it out. I like the addition of the spring there, so that's definitely an improvement. So like I said, if you didn't want to use this wire, it's a great way to connect your headphones to it or these speakers. You don't have to. You can use Bluetooth. And like I said, I'm going to do another video after this about this, and you can actually even buy 2 of them. And if you have speakers that don't have Bluetooth, or you have like an MP3 player that doesn't have Bluetooth, you can actually connect right into the 3.5 millimeter from the source of the music, and also connect it to a speaker, and you could turn that device and those speakers into Bluetooth speakers and device. So I'll explain more of that in a little bit. I also got a couple of videos about my pebble time on the motorcycle, and I'm going to do that video following these videos. So I like this case. I like that it connects securely to your bike, and you don't have to worry about that. It's all waterproof. Everything gets sealed up. Go out in the rain. If you get caught out in the rain when you're on your bike, you don't have to worry about you destroying your iPhone 6 Plus. So I hope you enjoyed this video. The links in the description for the iPhone 5 will be there, as well as all the links that you need if you were interested in buying this. It costs $39 in most places. I urge you to click on the links, and you'll see this is a great case, even if you wanted to just carry it around your iPhone when you get to where you're going. You have a nice case that you don't have to worry about your phone being dropped and broken. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Have a nice day, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you.